Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a cinematic video with the GoPro 7. Basically today was Sunday, we've got nothing to do, so we went out for a walk and I took the GoPro 7 along to see what kind of cinematic footage is possible to get with this thing, whether it's possible, what settings I need to use, and how you go about generally using it and what shots you can get. So yeah, I took this little guy out just to see what I could achieve, what kind of cinematic film I could make. That was the challenge for today. So this is what I come up with. Let's watch the film. It's only just over a minute long. See what you think, let me know down in the comments below, and then we'll just run through what settings I used and how I went about editing. Okay guys, that was the film. Hope you enjoyed it. As I said, it's just a short one. We were out for just over 2 hours and nice walk, nice fresh air. It's a little bit overcast and dingy today here in the UK, but that's what I achieved. I'm quite happy with it. It looks okay. Maybe could have got some slow motion in there, but I'll get into that in a second. Settings wise, make sure that you've got it set on 24 frames per second, because 24 frames per second is what all films are filmed in. That is the frame rate that is most pleasing to your eyes and what your brain perceives as a film-like look. So make sure you've got it set on 24 frames per second on here. You can shoot 4K in 24 frames per second on the GoPro, so that is the first setting. Second setting is make sure you set the angle of view to linear and not wide. Shooting in linear gets rid of that GoPro look. The GoPro look when it's on wide can, obviously it's at a wide angle lens, just a little bit fisheye, yeah, and it doesn't look good when you're shooting when you're trying to achieve sort of a cinematic look. So make sure you set it for linear mode. As far as it comes to 120 frames per second, you can shoot 120 frames per second in 2.7K, but my computer just can't cope with the transcoding, so I did shoot a whole lot of other footage in 120 frames, but the computer just can't cope with transcoding it and analysing it and then editing it as well. So I had to just stick to the normal 24 frames per second. Sometimes, although slow motion can look cinematic, you got to challenge yourself and try and get those cinematic smooth shots with a normal frame rate. And whilst we're talking about smooth, the stabilisation is pretty damn amazing on the GoPro 7. It is comparable to using a Ronin S with a DSLR. It is so smooth, and with the time warp feature built in here as well. You saw this, the time lapse, motion time lapses I did in the film, and I think they look really good. They add a little bit of a different dimension to your film. So that is as far as it goes. For settings, that is what I used, and as I said, stabilisation is pretty damn wicked on the GoPro 7. There obviously are some downfalls with using a GoPro to try and achieve that cinematic look. It's one focal length, So you can't punch in, you can't zoom out, you can't get close to things. But obviously you've only got that one focal length to work with. So it's a challenge. You can achieve different views and stuff like that, but you have got no zoom on this, so you've only stuck to the one focal length whilst filming. And because you're stuck to the one focal length, there is no depth of field with this. You're not going to get any bokeh in the background to make it look nice and buttery and nice and cool in the background. So that's the only other thing, that everything is going to be in focus. You're not going to get that nice depth of field effect to make it a little bit more cinematic. That is one of the other downfalls. Apart from those couple of downfalls, it's a great bit of kit, and it was a good challenge today to try and get out and see what I could achieve. It just makes you think a little bit more about what you're going to do and what kind of shots. With the boom shots that I just used my monopod, and I screwed it onto the bottom here, and I lifted it up to try and get that boom shot where you rise up above the subjects in front of you, and it makes it look more or less like you have a drone hovering just low, filming as we're walking. So there's something else you can do with that. That's a little tip. I'm going to be doing a video soon on the vlogging setup because I've just tweaked it a little bit recently. I did a video, I'll link it up here, and you can go and watch that about the vlogging setup. What I've done is I've got it in a cage, I've got it on a tripod, and then I've got the microphone adapter plugged in here with a lavalier microphone now, Velcro to the side, rather than having the big video micro on the top. It's the form factor is what makes this good for vlogging. It's a bit inconspicuous. It's not massive. People aren't going to go, wow, he's got a massive camera, he must be filming something important. You're just carrying this little guy around, so it looks less intimidating to people when you're walking around vlogging with this. The sound is really great. The inbuilt audio on this is already really good, but if you add that microphone adapter in there with a little microphone on the side, it makes it sound really cool. So I'll do a video on that soon, guys. There is one other downfall, that the low light performance is terrible, and with the terrible low light performance, the stabilization suffers. So yeah, at night you're not going to be able to run around, it's not going to be stable. So that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, hope it helped. Get out there, see what you can achieve and see what you can create with limited resources. It's a lot of fun. Until next time, stay safe, see you soon. Bye, guys. Terrible low lights performance. With the terrible low light performance, you're going to get the stabilization stuffers. The terrible low light. Wow, I can't get my words out today. Vlogging on the GoPro, how does it sound? What does it look like? We've done the cinematic sequence, and now we're vlogging. We've got the little microphone on the side. It's only a cheap lavalier microphone plugged in to the GoPro adapter, but let me know what it sounds like. Having a good time, what we're doing. Out and about vlogging on the GoPro.